All right, our next topic here, homeowners insurance. Why is it important? What do I need to get? What company? How does it work? All right, most likely your mortgage is going to require you to have some sort of basic amount of coverage. Um, that's important. You have to have that. Although I would focus more along the lines of obviously you need the minimum. What else do you have to worry about? Do you have heirlooms? Do you have fancy things that you want to cover? What's important to you in your house? Is it replaceable? Is it not replaceable? What would be the cost of replacing something? If you have your grandmother's jewelry, obviously that's something you should probably go out, get appraised, and turn in the appraisal to your homeowner's policy. Um, Also, have your friends had any bad experiences with a certain company? Pay attention to that. And, maybe your friends are unreasonable people and maybe that's why they had a bad experience, or maybe the company's just not very good at dealing with claims. You certainly don't want to be stuck with a company that won't cover claims. But that's a whole other issue and generally not as common. Um, I would say focus more on what do you have to worry about. If you're like me and you have a dog, um, what breed is the dog? In the state of Maryland, we certainly had some problems recently with some rulings that made dog ownership very challenging. Um, we found out that a lot of companies don't cover all breeds. They don't cover necessarily pit bulls, German shepherds, Rottweilers. Um, there's a whole laundry list that some companies consider to be excessively dangerous. So you really want to make sure ahead of time that the dog that you own is covered. There's no asking for forgiveness. There's no please, please, please. Either they cover it or they don't, and you want to find that out ahead of time. That's a big, big deal. Um, on the topic of liability, should you consider an umbrella policy on top? What is an umbrella policy? It's an overarching liability policy that would be put on top of your coverages. Now, generally, to get the umbrella, you have to have higher than the minimum in coverage. They'll have a set amount that each policy requires to purchase then additional coverage, usually $1 million or more. Why is that important? Well, it's more liability coverage in case something bad were to happen, and certainly attorney's fees and whatnot can ratchet up very quickly if somebody gets injured on your property. So that's something to definitely be concerned about. Also, I would suggest, are you the kind of person who likes to call an 800 number in a call center, or do you want someone's cell phone number or personal contact info that you can call if something happens and you want to make a claim, or even need help deciding whether or not to make a claim? Somebody to help you actually decide your personal scenario, what's best for you, what company to go with. In that case, you should consider a personal agent. Um, if you want to get deeper into this topic, there's a whole lot to discuss. Give me a call, shoot me an email. I'd love to help you figure this one out.